You look at some of the data out there of job movers versus job, people who stay at their positions for many years. And there's some people who work in one place for 40 years. There's loyalty. There's some who are bouncing around. It seemed like you've done a mix of both in your career, but what would you say to somebody who is trying to grow in their career in their 20s and they're thinking about making the next step, making the turn to a different position? Maybe they stay, maybe they don't. Like, what do you make of some of the data that you're seeing out there right now with people who are leaving?
10, 15 years ago, I had a rule that I would not hire anyone who had skipped jobs 3 times by the time they were 30. And the reason for that was I didn't believe they got the full value of the name that was on the resume because they weren't there long enough. And if you think about it, upper management has interfaces with many people. And so if you've got a revolving door, there's no chance to have a relationship with somebody to where you're willing to, put them under your arm and take them to meetings and show them what's going on. Matter of fact, I'd argue in the first 6 to 9 months, people are just trying to figure out how to fill out the company forms, where the coffee pot is and that, and there's no real opportunity, for mentoring going on. Now, I've generally stayed in every position I've had for 8 years or so. First job was 5, next one was 8, next one was 4, next one was 8, and then now O'Keefe will be next year going into 25 years.
Congrats, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're proud of that. But, you've got to be around enough to get the value of the DNA of the organization you're in. And you're not going to get that in a year or two, my opinion, because it's hard to even find the right person to want to be mentored by.